Ron Quintero with Mortgage Coach, and we're sitting here with Mathewv2. So Matthew, radio has really made a difference in your career, in the way that you influence and deliver value to your clients.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about your radio station and what it's meant to you to be a leader and a financial advisor, financial coach with a radio station.
The beautiful thing about the radio is, in this day and age with the internet also, people just don't necessarily have to listen to you when you're on the air. Because if you're smart, you archive that on your blog, on your website, not depending on the radio station's website to archive it for you, so you control your your property, your intellectual capital, and the time and effort that you put into putting together a radio spot. So the big difference for me is not necessarily also the leads I obtain or the people that call into the radio show, but the week later or the 2 weeks later that I'm dealing with somebody and they say, you know, Matthew, I'm dealing with a situation with my mortgage, I'm dealing with a situation with my retirement plan. You can say, you know what, I talked about that on the radio, let me forward you the blog link, the post that I talked about that a week ago, and after you listen to that, you can call me and we can discuss more in detail about your personal situation and your personal circumstances. So what it has done is help me increase and speed up the process of how I normally develop a relationship with a client, and at the same time educating them, because they can do that all on their own. And what I want them to come to me for is not necessarily what do you do, Matthew, how do you do what you do. They already have an idea, and they get to know me, they get to like me, and they start to begin to trust me, all because of the radio show. And it helps me get more speaking platforms down the road if I want to speak at a financial planning conference, if I want to speak at a retirement planning community. And also, TV producers are looking for good radio people to go on their TV network. So I've got both on Fox and NBC, ABC in my local community in Chicago, and also national exposure through Fox Business and through the Fox Business Network in New York, and also a national personal financial reality show that's going to be airing here in September. So I want you to clue into that, all because of radio.
Nice.
All right.
Matthew, let me ask you one question if I could. So what I heard you say, I want to make sure I heard it properly, is that radio has also been a launching pad to now even bigger media platforms.
Correct.
Did I hear that correct?
Absolutely.
Would you mind one more time, I want to make sure we got it right, speaking to the reality show that you're about to be a part of?
Sure. I was just sharing with these two guys, I was doing one of the worst attended retirement planning workshops I did. It was at a library, it was sponsored by the library, and I got a whopping one person to come to this workshop. But shortly thereafter, I wanted to give that same energy to that one person as I gave to 1,000. And it's funny what karma does, but what happened is this reality show called me up. I thought it was a joke, but this reality show now is a national reality show. I can't necessarily legally, I'm not allowed to say it yet, but make sure you stay posted to the Mortgage Coach community, because they're going to help me explain what it is and what networks you can find it on. But I was asked to be casted on a national personal financial reality show that they asked 7 advisors in 7 different markets: New York, Portland, Dallas, Chicago, Miami, LA, just to name a few. And they're going to assign us 3 people to coach up from a financial perspective. And how do we help these people get out of the recession and into a better path of financial success? And that's going to be airing here in a major network. And you can also find it on a major website here coming up. But that's what my ability was, because I got comfortable with being who I was in the media through radio. And it just helped me get to a bigger platform here with the National Personal Finance Reality Show.
I want to be able to ask you one more question.
Yeah.
We just launched the Real Estate Radio Network.
Nice.
And you've been on air for the past couple of years. So if you wouldn't mind, a word of encouragement or a word of optimism for some of our newer affiliates that they're really facing a fear factor for themselves. They're intimidated by the whole thing of being on air and so forth, and a person that's 2 years ahead of them, what would you say to them?
I would say that talk radio is only growing, because people can get their own music. They can download their music on their iPod, their iPhone. Commercial radio, the FM station really are getting so commercialized. So the growth in radio is talk radio. People out there right now looking for your thoughts, your personality, your brand, your experiences. And I would also say that if you have any fears of being on radio, understand that you have a platform, you have a beacon, really of financial hope. And people are looking for that financial hope through the message that you deliver. And not so much what you get on the script, but people want to hear you. People want to hear your personality. People want to hear what you've been through, and be real with people. And once you're real with people and you're talking with people like you're talking at a kitchen table or in your office, that's the conversation that people want to hear, not necessarily what they see on TV that they know is scripted, they know is professionally produced by some people who need to sell advertising and TV. But when it comes to talk radio, be real with people, and you'll get over that because it's just like having a conversation with people. So that's my tip about getting on air.
I want to thank you very much for sharing that with our members. Thank you.
You got it, Ron. No problem.
So Mathewv, you're talking to the mortgage coach community.
Exactly.
What do you have to say to some of the best loan officers in America?
You know, lots of times people, it's the same thing that's happened to us also in the financial planning community, or a lot of people are feeling financial distress, or business isn't as successful as they were 2, 3, 4 years ago. But I don't know about you, I like to surround myself with people that inspire me, encourage me, and simply, it starts with you, in terms of a commitment to personal development, believing in you again, because at the end of the day, people are looking to you to resolve any confusion they may have financially, to resolve any isolation they may feel about their own personal situation. It's really through you that they're looking for leadership in. And if you don't have that personal belief system that gets you over that hump, people aren't going to be inspired by you because you have the financial tools, the coaching, the mentorship necessary to help lead this nation. It isn't what happens in the White House, what happens more so, what happens in your house, in your office, in your war room, in your conference room. And you know, a mentor once told me, he says, Mathewv, you are a product of the people that you surround yourself with, the books you read, and the meetings you attend. And that's why I'm here with Dave Savage and Ron Quintero, to surround myself with people that encourage me, to inspire me with the leadership and the thoughts that they have in their mind and what's going on in their brain. Because people in this day and age are making tons of money and they're still succeeding and they're still winning in this game. And it really starts with belief, and belief is surrounded with, again, the people that you surround yourself with. So continue to tap into people like Dave and people like Ron and the mortgage coach community, because at the end of the day, you are who you surround yourself with. So I appreciate Dave and allowing me to spend some time with him while I'm here in LA, and continue to do what you can do. Go out there and get some, baby. This is your time to shine.